everyone, it's Lucy from KBeautyHobbit.com. I have another nail tutorial for you today. This is a new to me brand made in Korea of gel sticker nails called Bloop. They're just launching in the United States, so I got these as PR from them. I will put a link in the description box with their website. I also have an affiliate discount code with them should you choose to use it. I received 3 sets from Bloop. I tried one already. It did not go super well for me, to be honest. I put some pictures in my Instagram stories and you can still see them under the nails highlight. But basically I had some lifting and buckling. I lost 3 nails within the first couple of days. This is the set that I used at first, and this is what was left after the first application. But the brand reached out to me and said, oh, they were probably too cold and stiff, even though my house is at 70 degrees. Consider using a blow dryer to warm them up. Nowhere in their instructions does it say anything about the blow dryer, at least not in their simple instructions, but okay, fine. Today I'm going to give them another go. I will give you my general tips and tricks for making nail strips last. I do have other tutorials for different nail brands like Dashing Diva, Ahora, and some other ones on my channel. There's a playlist you can check out. Some of these tips will be universal to all nail strips. This is the set that I chose. We're going to try that. So the first thing you want to do is prep the nails. I use a cuticle pusher, a metal one like this one. I'll put a link in the description box on where to get one if you don't have one already. And basically you just want to push down your cuticles without being too aggressive. Don't injure yourself. Some people like to cut the cuticle. I do not. This is a part of the body where infection can easily enter. Plus, sometimes when you cut the cuticle, it grows back jagged and with a vengeance, so I just push mine down. But you definitely want to push it or use a cuticle remover, because putting a sticker, any sticker on top of skin, will result in lifting prematurely, I'd say. And I like to have my stickers last as close to 2 weeks as possible, so I spend extra time prepping and applying to guarantee that longer wear. So I pushed, and I already actually pushed my cuticles down before the video, so it will probably take you a bit longer than what's shown here to actually do it. Make sure your nails are clean and dry. Don't put any lotion on, and I also try to avoid things like taking a long hot bath or even a shower or like washing dishes right before doing this, because if your nails are saturated in water, they may not have the stickers adhere as well. This is just a simple rubbing alcohol wipe. I get these at Costco in bulk because it's Costco. So I'm just going to degrease my nail beds a little bit more, even though my nails are already clean and dry, but I just want this to adhere as well as possible. So my nails are prepped. If yours are super long, you may consider trimming them at this stage. So with other nail stickers, I usually trim the sticker and the nail together. However, with these, the instructions say to not cut them and to file them to guarantee a good adhesion at the tip. So we're just going to follow those directions. Now, as far as the blow dryer, I don't know about you, I am not going to blow dry my nail stickers or use a blow dryer to heat them up to make sure that they adhere. I do have this little nifty little heater from when I used to sell Jamboree. If you want to hear about what a fiasco that was, I do have a video about that on my channel. But I kept the heater. I don't know if it works. Let's see. Yep, there it is. So it just blows like warm air. So we'll see. I'm going to try using that and see if that improves the adhesion. So with these, the difference between these and some of the other things that I've tried is the ends are different shapes. So if you look at each sticker, these are fully cured gel. The bottom part, or this middle part, is more narrow. The top part is more straight. And you can supposedly put these facing whichever way. Of course, some of the designs wouldn't allow that. But if you have very straight nail bed, like I do on my thumbs, you may want to put the more straight end toward that. If you have a more rounded nail bed, like I have on my other fingers, you may want to do the round end there. Basically, you'll pick a size that fits your nail closely, and if in doubt or if in between sizes, size down versus up You don't want it overlapping your skin at all because again, that will lift. Looking at these, I think this one will fit my pinky the best. So I'm going to try and warm that up like the brand suggested, even though my house is at 70 degrees, which is probably kind of a common temperature. So I'm just going to peel it with little tweezers, hold it up to the heater a little bit. I don't know if it's doing anything. Like with Jamberry, you could actually see the nail sticker move. But okay, let's try it. I'm just going to, okay, it does feel more pliable, like even without touching it, it does seem to be softer than when I applied the first set. Pardon me as I struggle here because I'm trying to look at it through the camera and make sure that it's in focus. Okay, then you want a cuticle pusher. Bloop actually sent me this one, but I always use the rubber tip cuticle pushers in my nail application videos because you can get a really, really good adherence that way. So you just want to gently push and kind of work out any bubbles if there are any, and any areas where maybe the sticker is not sticking. So, and try not to push with the nail edge onto them because you can't dent these. Okay, so this looks pretty good. Now the kit comes with a little nail file. Where did it go? It's right here. It has two sides that are conveniently labeled for you. Side 1 is for trimming the nail wrap, and then size 2 is for like fine-tuning it. So well, let's go with size 1. We're not going to go side to side because that will fray both the nail and the sticker. We're just going to go straight down like this. This is what it looks like once it's filed. I do have to say that this felt a lot better going on, like being applied, than my first set did when I did not heat them up. I just wish the brand was very, very clear that you will probably have to do this because they do mention in some of the materials how if they get cold, they will get stiff, but 70 to me is not cold. That's a pretty normal, I think, house temperature for most people. So, you know, perhaps expect to have to use some sort of heat source. So I am going to go ahead and finish applying these off camera, and then I'm going to show you the next step on how to make any nail stickers, these or other ones, last as long as possible. Well, hello there again. These are now done. I am very happy to report that they did indeed do much better when heated. Again, I just wish this was part of the instructions and not, oh, in case yours are cold and stiff. No, they were stiff even at 70-degree room temperature, so definitely do heat. But let's pretend that you do not have one of these little heater things, and to me, I think with a blow dryer, this would be a major pain, to be honest, because you'd have to turn the blow dryer off and on for every one. If you kept it on, they would probably fly away. So I'm going to show you a little trick from my old Jamberry days. This is a little baggie of a rice, just a regular uncooked white rice, brown rice, whatever. You can use an old sock. This one a friend made for me. I warmed it up in a microwave. I over-warmed it a little bit just so it would keep the heat for while I chatted with you, but basically just 20 seconds or so in the microwave, and then you can take this baggie and rub it on your nail, and that will warm up the sticker and it will make it adhere really well. Now, this isn't something that I did with my first set because honestly, I didn't think this was required. I thought the days of the rice baggie was long gone, but nope, apparently that is still a thing. And so you just rub, rub, rub. Don't make it too hot. This is warm, but it's comfortably warm. Don't burn your fingers. And so they really adhere well after that. But that's not all of my tricks. The next trick, if you applied these or any other heat-activated type of wrap and you start seeing a little bubbling or buckling at the cuticle line, take your cuticle pusher, take your little heater or a blow dryer is fine, turn it on and heat up your little cuticle pusher. You don't want to go crazy. Don't make it so hot that it's painful, but just warm it up, warm up the metal, and then take that warmed up cuticle pusher and just gently push alongside there. And I don't have any buckles, so this is just a theoretical demonstration. But if you had buckles, this warmed up metal cuticle pusher could potentially save that nail. Sometimes when you have a buckle though, it's too late, but occasionally you can still save it. So this is what's left from my pack of 20. So for me, it's only good for one manicure because of my nail sizes. It may be different for you based on your nail sizes. I could maybe cut down some of these bigger ones to make them smaller, but I definitely can't make the smaller ones any bigger. However, I do plan on keeping these, and then maybe I could combine the leftovers from multiple packs into something. I don't know. I don't like to be wasteful. You can stop here. According to the brand, this is all that's needed. Since these are fully cured gel, you do not need any other steps. They don't need to be under a lamp or anything like that. However, I am super hard on my nails. I have 2 kids. I cook all the time. So what I'm going to do is put a clear coat of gel on top of them. And the main purpose is to seal in the free edges and to really make my manicure last as long as possible. For that, I'm just going to use my Gelish brand foundation and top it off. This is the base coat, this is the top coat. I do use both of them together because the top coat is meant to adhere to either a base or another color. It's not really meant to go directly on your nail or on a sticker. So even though I'm really only using this as a top coat, as a top layer, I'm still going to do the base first and then the top. Again, completely optional. And I know there are some products that have a one-step coat or like a one-step thing that doesn't even need to be cured. This needs to be cured, so I have my UV lamp right here. And I just wanted to show you a little trick for getting your manicure to last as long as possible. That is sealing the free edge. We're going to start with that. So you want to take your brush and just brush over this edge where your nail meets the wrap or the sticker. The reason we're doing that first is because if you do it last, if you do the main part and then the top, you're going to get a little bulge there at the edge. You don't want that. But if you start with the edge and then do the main nail, you do not get the bulge. So let's do one more and then I'll finish it off camera. Again, cap the free edge. And then do the rest of the nail. Try your best not to go over the skin. And you just want thin, ugly layers. They don't need to be thick. I did the base coat on all of these, and now I'm going to go ahead and bake it for a minute. While it's baking / curing, let me tell you about these gloves. These are UPF protection gloves. I got them on Amazon. The brand doesn't matter. I'll link something in the description if they don't have this exact one. Any brand will do. The whole point of these is to protect the delicate skin of the backs of your hands from the UV light in the lamp. And I think the LED lights may not pose the same risk. Mine is like a combination UV LED, and I like to be on the safe side because the backs of the hands age fairly quickly. They get exposed to a lot of things, washing and sun and everything, and that's some of the first spots where you can really notice aging. The skin gets thinner, you start to see veins more, sometimes there's pigmentation and such, and wrinkles, of course. So I just try to do everything I can to kind of minimize that, and so I use these gloves anytime I use a nail lamp. Of course, you can completely skip the nail lamp. You don't have to do the coats, and then that's not even a problem. So now that this is cured, I'm going to go ahead and do the other hand and then do the top coat. The technique for the application of the top coat is exactly the same. You will cap the free edge first and then cure. I'm back. They are fully cured. And the last step is just to take another little alcohol swab and wipe off the nails because the gel leaves this tacky, sticky layer behind that needs to be wiped off. And then, of course, you want to wash your hands with soap and water afterwards. Here is the finished result. I think they look really, really good. And I don't know if you noticed, but before I put any gel on, you could see my ridges. I have natural ridges on my nails, just like a lot of people, but after the gel, you cannot see it. And being able to see the ridges isn't unique to Bloop. I've had that with other nail sticker brands as well. Usually if you pick a design or something that's glittery, it's not as noticeable. You can still see some on this nail, but I'm okay with that. I do think that gel hides a lot of that really, really well. This is not the end of the video. I will record the second part of it after I've worn these for a while. I do hope they last 2 weeks. I mean, this definitely went a lot better than my first set. I just, again, wish they would have disclosed the heat part in the instructions, because here are the original instructions, and there's nothing on here about warming them up. I'll see you in the next part of this video. For you, it will seem just like a moment. For me, it will be a couple of weeks, and then we can also look at removing them. The official instructions are just to peel it off, but I have some other ideas on how to make that a bit more gentle on the nail. Well, hey everyone, it's been a full week today. I thought I would do a really quick update on the nails. So far, so good, kind of. So some of these are looking pretty good. I would just say perfect, actually. I have a little nick right here. This is my non-dominant hand. I'm right-handed. That could have been from chopping vegetables, maybe. I cook every day, and sometimes that happens. Like, that happened with my natural nails when they're bare. I don't know because I didn't catch when this happened. On this hand, I took off a little slice here while shaving, and my hand slipped, and the razor just took off that bit right there. So that's just an accident. These nails look good and are on pretty well. I don't have any lifting. My hair has not been snagging or anything like that. However, this nail right here is my problem child. My dominant hand, my busiest finger. Look at that. That is coming off and lifting. Now, the brand does say that you just peel these off to remove. And while I don't normally remove my nail stickers like that, let's try to remove this one since it's already lifting. Okay, well, that came off really easily and cleanly. I don't see any damage. Now, my nails are dry in general, so I'm not surprised to see some dryness here. I don't think it's from the sticker. I'm actually pleasantly surprised how it didn't lift any of my nail with it, because typically with other brands, I'm not able to just simply peel it like that. I'm going to show you a little trick though for gentle removal, and let's follow the official instructions, which is to peel, but instead of just picking with a nail, take a floss pick, no worries, this one's clean, and then just slide it under and do this. And this way, if you feel like a lot of tugging and resistance, you can add a little bit of polish remover there, or even a little bit of cuticle oil, and avoid ripping off the top layers of your nail. But this came off really easily, actually. And again, minimal damage. So that's pretty impressive, actually, to me. If you have really brittle nails that are dry, and maybe you struggle with other brands, although I haven't had a lot of damage, you can definitely check my playlist. I have a whole playlist for nails and nail reviews, and I have a removal video in there where I show you a couple more ways to remove nail stickers, and that is not specific to any one brand. It would work with whatever brand, I think. So overall, though, these are coming off really nice and clean. Like I said, minimal damage. I was really hoping they would last the full 2 weeks. I mean, I did all the extra steps, all the things not technically required by the brand. I prepped really well. I heated these things, even though that's not even in the package instructions. I put a top coat on them. I did the rice bag, if you remember, and not so much. Now, if I haven't tried the first set, the one that I didn't end up filming, I would maybe say, okay, I did too much to these. But no, the first set I put on lasted like a couple days before I lost nails. And with that one, I prepped well, but I didn't use heat. So really, these did a lot better with the heat. And, you know, I'm pretty pleased with how they looked all the way until today, with the one lifting and lint getting under it. But yeah, perhaps it would be better on really short nails. I don't know. But I will put a link in the description box for you guys. If you do want to try these, I do have an affiliate code with them that you can save a little bit of money. Otherwise, let me know if there are any other Korean nails that you want me to try, and I'll see if I can get them. Thank you very much for watching. You can find me on my blog, KBeautyHobbit.com, on Instagram at KBeautyHobbit, and in my private Facebook group, Korean Beauty Fanatics. I will see you in my next video. Until then, please remember to always listen to your skin. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.